I believe we have a choice in this world about how to tell sad stories. On the one hand, you can sugarcoat it, the way they do in movies and romance novels, where beautiful people learn beautiful lessons. And nothing is too messed up that can't be fixed with an apology and a Peter Gabriel song. I like that version as much as the next girl does, believe me. It's just not the truth. This is the truth. Sorry. Late in the winter of my 17th year, my mother decided that I was depressed.
갑상선암이 폐까지 전이되어 항상 산소통을 지니고 다녀야만 하는 헤이즈. 수술 이후 부작용에 시달리며 우울증이 찾아오자
Depression's not a side effect of cancer. It's a side effect of dying.
의사로부터 암 환자 모임에 참석할 것을 권유받게 됩니다.
Have you been going to that support group I suggested?
Yeah, it's not my... You cannot make me.
Of course we can. We're your parents.
Come on, we've been through this. You need to go.
마지못해 참석한 모임.
And so I went. Not because I wanted to or because I thought it would help me. Anything these days. To make my parents happy.
Make some friends. Sorry.
My bad.
헤이즐은 우연히 한 남자와 마주하며 그의 이름은 어거스. 그렇게 모임이 시작되고
I'll share. I'm Isaac. I have retinoblastoma.
곧 두 눈의 시력을 잃게 될 것이라는 아이작.
I'm going into the hospital to have another surgery to take out the other eye. But I'm lucky because I have this beautiful smoking hot girlfriend who's way out of my league. And I have great friends like Augustus Waters too.
Your turn, Gus. Yeah, sure.
그리고 그의 친구이자 골육종으로 다리 한쪽을 잘라내야만 했던 어거스.
Touch of osteosarcoma about a year and a half ago.
I lost this baby as a result.
Maybe you'd like to share your fears with the group. Oblivion. You see, I intend to live an extraordinary life. So I'd say if I have any fears, it would be to not.
헤이즐은 그의 말에 자신의 의견을 표출하는데
I just want to say that, there's going to come a time when all of us are dead. There was a time before humans, and there's going to be a time after, and it could be tomorrow, it could be a million years from now. And when it does, there will be no one left. Remember, oblivion's inevitable. And if that scares you, then I suggest you ignore it. God knows it's what everyone else does.
이 계기로 그 둘은 인사를 나누고 가까워지며 서로에 대해 좀 더 알아가기 시작합니다.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Because you're beautiful.
Oh my God.
Let's go watch a movie.
Really? You're willing to give money to a corporation for the chance to acquire even more cancer? It's a fatal flaw.
Hazel Grace, they don't actually hurt you unless you light them. I never lit one. It's a metaphor, see? You put the thing that does the killing, right? But you never give it the power to kill you. A metaphor.
어거스 집에 놀러온 헤이즐.
Welcome to my humble abode. My folks call them encouragements. Don't ask. This is my room.
Wow. Do you mind if I sit down?
Yeah. Make yourself at home.
Sorry, the stairs and the...
Yeah, I understand. All right. What's your story?
그는 좀 더 깊은 대화를 유도해 나가는데
I was diagnosed when I was 13.
No, not your cancer story, your real story. First thing that pops in your head, something you love.
An imperial affliction.
그녀는 자신이 좋아하는 작가의 이야기로 화제를 돌리며
The author understands what it's like to be dying, but B hasn't actually died.
I will read this horrible book with this very boring title that you will read this.
Counterinsurgents.
Embracing your destiny and leaving a mark on the world.
그렇게 서로가 책을 권하고 헤어지게 됩니다.
That's different.
자신과는 다르게 항상 에너지 넘치고 긍정적인 어거스에게 매력을 느끼고 어느새 그의 연락을 기다리게 되지만
Hey, don't worry.
Oh my God, Mom, I'm not worried.
기대와는 다르게 연락이 오지 않자 점점 더 조급해지는데 그때
International Goji Berry Day. We do.
Must. We do.
어거스에게 문자를 받고 환한 웃음을 보이는 헤이즐.
I didn't even know you were having dessert.
Gotta celebrate things.
Honey, would you like to be excused?
성급히 자리를 나서고 그와 통화하지만
Welcome to the sweet torture of reading an imperial fiction.
Isaac, does support group Hazel make this better or worse?
아이작의 이별에 대한 슬픔을 알게 되고 그를 위로해주기 위해 어거스 집에 방문합니다. 상심에 빠져 있는 아이작.
Isaac's in the midst of a psychotic episode right now. Isaac and Monica are no longer a going concern. However, you know, it doesn't hurt to talk to him if you have any
I actually think that his response is fairly appropriate.
pain demands to be felt
You're quoting my book.
Before the surgery. But she couldn't handle it.
Here we go. Kick some. I wanted to call you for a few days now, but I've been waiting until I could form a coherent thought about Imperial affliction.
그가 스트레스를 푸는 사이 어거스는 헤이즐이 추천해준 책의 결말 이후의 내용에 대해 이야기를 나누는데
Yes, I did, but the ending. I mean, I understand, and I feel like ending your book in the middle of a sentence sort of violates the contract, don't you think?
뒷이야기가 궁금했기에 헤이즐은 작가에게 수없이 연락을 시도해봤지만
I've written him so many letters, but he's never responded.
그녀는 어떠한 답장도 받지 못했죠.
You feeling better, buddy? That's the thing about pain. It demands to be felt. Help me clean this up.
그들의 이야기는 헤이즐이 집에 도착하고 나서도 계속되는데
I cannot stop thinking about this goddamn book. However, we do need closure, don't you think?
That is exactly what I was asking Van Houten for in my letters.
Dear Mr. Waters, I'm writing to thank you for your electronic correspondence.
What are you doing?
어거스는 작가 비서에게 연락을 시도하여 자신들의 상황을 설명하고 작가의 초대를 받은 것에 대해 기쁨을 함께합니다.
Both for your kind words about an imperial affliction. And here I quote you directly. Meant a great deal to you and your friend Hazel Grace. Yours most sincerely, Peter Van Houten.
Do you think that I...
Check your inbox.
Oh my god. I cannot answer your questions, at least not in writing, because to do so would constitute a sequel. Should ever you find yourself in Amsterdam, do pay a visit at your leisure. Oh my god, what is this life?
세상 모든 것을 가진 듯 너무나도 행복해하는 헤이즐.
Should ever you find yourself in Amsterdam, I have to go.
That's incredible. I mean, Amsterdam, I want you to have everything you want in the world.
언제 마지막이 될지 모르는 시한부 삶 속에서 자신의 인생 버킷리스트였던 작가와의 만남과 소설의 뒷이야기를 들을 수 있다는 기대감에 한껏 들뜬 마음으로 즐거운 일상을 보내는데
You know, I too have an interest in meeting this Mr. Peter Van Houten, and so I talked to the genies, and they're all for it. We leave in a month.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Thank you.
That's incredible. Hazel, that's so beautiful.
I know.
That's sweet. Unless, is your boyfriend, is that...
Stop it. Do not. He is not my boy. Shh. Stop. Pay attention, please. Can I go?
I think we should talk to Dr. Maria.
그렇지만 급격히 병세가 악화된 헤이즐.
So what happened?
It's preventing oxygenation. They put a tube in.
Good news is, no tumor growth.
Spread of the tumors we're working so hard since the severe endothelial growth decreases exponentially.
You can let go, sweetie. Don't be afraid. Oh my god, oh my god. I'm not gonna be a mom anymore.
I have a question. Can I still go to Amsterdam?
You're stage 4. I don't know any other way to say this, Hazel. You're just too sick.
의사의 만류에 결국 자신의 희망이 점점 멀어져 가는 것을 느끼게 됩니다.
Yeah, just a sec. Sorry, she's asleep. Yeah, okay.
그렇게 또다시 무미건조한 일상을 보내는 헤이즐.
Hazel Grace. I do see your point. You're trying to keep your distance from me in no way lessens my affection for you. All your efforts to keep me from you are gonna fail.
And I like hanging out with you and everything, but because I don't want to hurt you.
It'd be a privilege to have my heart broken by you. Hazel,
Gus, I'm a grenade. One day I'm gonna explode, and I'm gonna obliterate everything in my wake, and
a grenade.
그러던 어느 날 그녀는 작가 비서로부터 메일을 받게 되는데
You'll be visiting us in the guest waters and your mother on the floor.
Mom! No, it's just yeah.
Van Houten's assistant just emailed me and she said that she thinks we're still coming.
Supposed to tell you with your dad.
Mom.
We're going to Amsterdam. We figured the whole thing out. Like, we're going. Dr. Maria, everybody knows.
엄마의 전폭적인 지지 아래 그녀는 자신의 바람을 실현시킬 수 있게 되었죠.
We're going to
You can
Amsterdam.
come talk to me, but you've got a phone call to make.
어거스 그리고 엄마와 함께 떠나는 여행.
Like I said to the genies, I travel in style or I don't travel at all.
Oh my God, we're flying. Oh my God, we're flying. Nothing has ever looked like this in all of human history.
You two are so adorable.
We're just friends.
Oh, she is. I'm not.
그렇게 암스테르담에 도착하고 그녀는 작가의 배려로 근사한 레스토랑에서 어거스와 저녁을 함께하며 데이트를 즐깁니다. 그리고 살아생전 꼭 만나보고 싶었던 작가 벤 피터를 만나는데
Augustus and Hazel, the young fans with whom you'd be corresponding. Let's come in.
Get rid of them.
I will not do this, Peter. Please be nice.
Thank you. Mr. Van Houten, thank you so much for writing back to us.
Clearly an errant judgment.
Just me then, Lady Vi. Scotch and soda, please.
So, you like my book?
We love it.
And incidentally, sir, we both really wanted to thank you for dinner last night.
We bought them dinner last night.
Was our pleasure.
You've come a long way.
We have some questions, obviously, about what happens at the end of your book, specifically to those who Anna leaves behind.
How familiar are you with Swedish hip-hop?
I would say limited.
생각과는 전혀 다른 모습으로 기괴한 행동을 보이는 작가.
We don't speak Swedish, sir.
It's not what nonsense the voices are saying, but what the voices are feeling.
Are you messing with us?
All right, so at the end of the book,
Let's
Anna's...
imagine you're racing a tortoise. The tortoise has a 10-yard head start.
In the time it takes you to run 10 yards, the tortoise has moved maybe 1 yard and so on, forever. You're faster than the tortoise, but you can never catch him, you see. You can only decrease his lead, as long as you don't contemplate the mechanics involved. But the question of how turns out to be so complicated that no one really solved it.
I assume that answers your question.
Hazel, I'm sorry. I have no idea what's going on.
You seem so intelligent in print, Mr. Waters. Has the cancer found its way into your brain?
Can we, for 1 second, just focus on Anna, please?
I am not interested in talking
But
about
that
that
doesn't
book.
mean that her family and her friends don't have a future, right?
Nothing happens. They're fiction. They cease to exist the moment the novel ends.
But it's impossible
I will not
to imagine
indulge
what...
your childish whims. I refuse to pity you in the manner in which you live out
Peter.
your days as the child you were when diagnosed, a child who believes there is a life after a novel ends. And we, as adults, we pity this. So we pay for your treatments, your oxygen machines.
Listen, douchepants. Okay, I came here for one thing and one thing only. That is for you to tell me what happens at the end of this goddamn book.
I can't tell you.
Bullshit.
I can't.
Then make something up.
I want you to leave.
헤이즐은 분노를 참지 못하고 작가의 집을 나옵니다.
Have you ever stopped to ask yourself why you care so much about your silly questions?
Go fuck yourself.
그동안 학수고대해 왔던 자신의 소망이 현실에서 한순간에 무너지자 실망감을 감추지 못하는데
Hazel and Augustus!
뒤따라 비서가 나오고
I'm very sorry. Circumstance have made him cruel.
자신이 한 일에 대해 사과를 하며
Perhaps we can do some sightseeing? Have you been to the Anne Frank house?
소설에서 주인공으로 등장하는 안네 프랭크가 실제 살았던 집을 함께 관광하기로 합니다. 그리고 헤이즐은 이곳에서 살아생전 안네 프랭크의 실제 음성을 듣게 되는데
It's difficult in times like these to wonder I haven't abandoned all my ideals. They seem so absurd and impractical. Yet I cling to them because I still believe, in spite of everything, that people are truly good at heart.
So this is the actual bookcase that hit the Frank family.
We're much too young to deal with these problems.
I got it. Thank you.
We're forced to think of a solution.
You okay, Hazel?
Yeah.
And yet, when I look up at the sky, I somehow feel that everything will change for the better. That this cruelty too will end.
You okay?
All is as it should be. God wishes to see people happy. Where there's hope,
Hazel.
there is life.
Well done.
All right.
Oh, yeah. The only member of the Frank family to survive was Otto, Anne's father.
But about the beauty that still remains. Try to recapture the happiness within yourself. Think of all the beauty in everything around you. And be happy.
이 과정에서 그녀는 미래에 대한 절망으로 현실을 괴로워하며 주변의 소중함을 잊고 살았던 자신의 어리석음을 발견하고 굳게 닫혀 있었던 오거스에 대한 마음을 열며 그동안 그에게 표현하지 못한 고마움과 서로에 대한 사랑을 확인하게 됩니다.
I fell in love with him the way you fall asleep. Slowly, and then all at once.
It just sort of like ends right above where the knee would be.
What?
You know, just so you're prepared.
Get over yourself.
그렇게 이들의 사랑은 앞으로 계속될 것만 같았지만 그녀는 오거스로부터 절망적인 소식을 듣게 됩니다.
What is it?
So just before you went to the hospital, I felt an ache in my hip. So I had a PET scan, and it lit up like a Christmas tree. Lining my chest, my liver, just.
바로 암이 재발되어 온몸으로 전이되었다는 것. 그는 애써 담담한 모습을 보이려 노력하지만
So unfair.
Apparently the world is not a wish-granting factory.
불안한 모습은 숨길 수가 없었죠.
So how are your eyes, Isaac?
그러던 어느 날
Did you write his eulogy yet?
Dude,
What? Did this thing?
I haven't told you yet, Isaac.
그는 헤이즐과 아이작에게 자신의 추도사를 부탁하는데
So I was hoping that you and Isaac were kind enough to whip something up.
I would love to do that.
Makes me sick.
Augustus.
I'm at the gas station. Something is wrong.
Gus. Babe, what's going on?
Look,
Gus, it's infected. What are you doing here?
I wanted to buy cigarettes. I don't know what happened in my pack. I wanted to do something for myself. You know, I wanted to do it myself.
Gus, I have to call somebody.
Please don't call 911, please. Don't call. My parents are not. I will never forgive you if you call them.
I have to.
No.
911? Ambulance.
I hate
On
myself.
First Avenue.
그에게서 예전과 같은 발랄함과 긍정적이던 모습은 사라지고 희망 없이 죽음을 기다리는 나약한 인간의 모습을 보게 되죠. 그렇게 시간이 지나고 위급한 상황을 넘긴 오거스. 그는 지난날 헤이즐에게 요청한 추도사를 미리 듣고 싶다며 부탁하는데
Can I have the case?
이내 자리를 나서지만
I have to go.
무엇보다 자신의 건강을 염려하는 부모님과 마찰이 발생하고
Gus is sick, but you gotta take care of
This
yourself.
has nothing to do with Gus.
Well, then you've gotta stay healthy.
Okay, I'm not healthy and I'm gonna die. Do you realize that I'm dying and you're gonna be here and you're not gonna have anyone to look after or hover around?
속마음을 표현하는 헤이즐.
Why would you say that to me?
Because you said that
What are you talking about?
in the ICU.
That's not the truth. I was wrong. All right? Even if you died, I'll always be your mother. It's the greatest thing I'll ever be.
That is my biggest fear, Mom. When I am gone, you're not gonna have a life anymore. You're just gonna sit and you're gonna stare at walls, or you're gonna off yourselves, or
Honey, we're not gonna do that.
Losing you That is gonna hurt like hell. But you of all people know it's possible to live with pain. You just do it. I'm taking classes in social work.
Wait, you're what?
You know, if I can take what we've been through and help other people.
How could you not tell me this?
We didn't want you to feel abandoned.
그렇지만 그녀 또한 엄마의 진실한 마음을 다시 확인하게 되고 안도의 눈물을 보입니다. 그리고 그녀는 머거스와 만나 그의 추도사를 읽어나가는데
You're late.
What's going on, guys?
Tell her, Gus.
I decided to plan this pre-funeral.
Ready?
It's down to you, Hazel Grace.
And Augustus Waters was the star-crossed love of my life. Ours was an epic love story. I probably won't be able to get more than a sentence out without disappearing into a puddle of tears. Like all real love stories. So, instead, I'm gonna talk about math. There are infinite numbers between 0 and 1. There's 0.1, 0.12, and 0.112, and an infinite collection of others. Of course, there is a bigger infinite set of numbers between 0 and 2, or between 0 and 1,000,000. Some infinities are simply bigger than other infinities. A writer that we used to like taught us that. You know, I want more numbers that I'm likely to get. Do I want more days for Augustus Waters than what he got? But Gus, my love, I cannot tell you how thankful I am for our little infinity. You gave me it forever, within the numbered days. And for that I am eternally grateful. I love you so much. Augustus Waters died 8 days later in the ICU. When the cancer, which was made of him, stopped his heart, which was also made of him.
결국 그는 사랑하는 사람을 내버려둔 채 먼저 세상을 떠나게 됩니다.
It was unbearable. One of the first things they ask you in the ER is to rate your pain on a scale from 1 to 10. I've been asked this question hundreds of times, and I remember once I couldn't catch my breath and it felt like my chest was on fire. The nurse asked me to rate the pain. Though I couldn't speak, I held up 9 fingers. Later, when I started feeling better, the nurse came in and she called me a fighter. You know how I know, she said? You called a 10 a 9. But that wasn't the truth. I didn't call it a 9 because I was brave. The reason I called it a 9 was because I was saving my 10. And this was it. This was the great and terrible 10.
마지막으로 그를 보내는 길.
There's a beautiful quote in Gus's home that reads, "If you want the rainbow, you have to deal with the rain." Even in his last few days, I didn't believe a word. But that's okay. I knew this was the right thing to do. Funerals, I decided, are not for the dead. They're for the living.
장례를 마치고 자리를 나서는 순간
Omnis cellula, cellula.
그는 머거스의 살아생전 부탁을 받고 그녀를 위해 자신의 소설 뒷이야기를 설명해 주려 이곳에 왔던 것이었죠.
And that's your answer. Omnis cellula, cellula. Life comes from life. And I'm sorry for yours, and sorry for ruining your trip.
We had an amazing trip.
Familiar with the trolley problem? Philippa Foot was an English philosopher.
God.
And I'm trying to explain something to you. I'm trying to give you what you
No,
wanted.
you're not.
You'll want to read this.
I don't want to read anything. Can you just get out of my car?
그렇지만 그를 경멸하듯 분노를 표출하는 여자.
Please get out of my car!
그렇게 그녀는 집에 돌아와 아이작과 슬픔을 함께 나누는데
Gus really loved you, you know?
I know.
He talked about you so much.
I didn't find it that annoying.
I know. Did you get that letter from your author friend?
I have no interest in reading another word of that asshole's again.
No, he didn't write it. Gus wrote it.
What?
Apparently Gus wrote something down and then sent it to Van Houten.
이 과정에서 그녀는 어거스가 마지막으로 자신에게 남긴 편지의 존재를 알게 되고 편지의 내용을 읽어가며 이렇게 영화는 끝이 납니다.
Mr. Van Houten, you're a shitty person, but a good writer. I don't want to ask you for any favors, but if you have the time, please fix this for me. It's a eulogy for Hazel. She asked me to write one, and I'm trying. I could use a little flair. See, the thing is, we all want to be remembered, but Hazel's different. Hazel knows the truth. She didn't want a million admirers, she just wanted one, and she got it. Maybe she wasn't loved widely, but she was loved deeply. And isn't that more than most of us get? When Hazel was sick, I knew I was dying, but I didn't want to say so. She was in the ICU, and I snuck in for 10 minutes, and I sat with her before I got caught. Her eyes were closed, her skin pale, but her hands were still her hands. Still warm, and her nails were painted this dark blue-black color, and I just held them. And I willed myself to imagine a world without us, and what a worthless world that would be. She's so beautiful. You don't get tired of looking at her. She's funny without ever being mean. I love her. God, I love her. I'm so lucky to love her, Van Houten. You don't get to choose if you get hurt in this world, but you do have a say in who hurts you. And I like my choices. I hope she likes hers. Okay, Hazel Grace?
Okay.